welcome back to the Wild West. Are you excited? Alright, so the next book we're doing is a little bit more funner than the other one. A little more fun, I should say. Funner is not a word. You're All Kinds of Wonderful. It's a great one. This is one of my favorites. But, some more fun facts from the Wild West. What could I tell you, kids? Okay, so before you turn 6, so every kid during the Wild West time who is 5 should be able to do these things I'm listing off. Make fire without matches or a lighter because those didn't exist yet. Shoot a gun for hunting, especially if you're a boy. Defeather and cut up meat so you could eat. Hunting and fishing, depending where you live. And since there was no cars, you needed to know how to ride a horse and take care of the horse and clean their shoes. Kids were known for cleaning horseshoes, and most people didn't always have a saddle. So, you were probably learning to ride around bareback. Pretty exciting, right? They did a lot of cool stuff back in the Wild West because we didn't have all the stuff we have now. So, I hope you're learning a lot about the Wild West. You know what, this music makes you want to bring out the finger guns. I know you got them. Bring them out. You can't point real guns at people, but you can finger gun it all day. They can't yell at you for finger guns. Only if you go pew pew. Just don't make sound effects when people are around. Then they think you're just giving them a thumbs up. See what I mean? Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, get a juice box, get a snack, and we'll get right into the book. Okay, guys? Are you ready? Okay. Same rules. I'm going to read it and then I'll show you the pictures. But we're reading You're All Kinds of Wonderful. Good thing I can read backwards, huh? I love the cover of this book as well. She's adorable. Anyway, let's get to it. Like I said, one of my favorites. We're not all the same. Thank goodness we're not. Life would be boring, and I mean a lot. And so when we're born, we're supplied at the start with our own bells and whistles to set us apart. Look at that little boy. He's got his own bells and whistles inside. We'll learn what those are. But difference is everything. Don't be the same as everybody else. You can't be because you're you and I'm me. That rhymed. I didn't even plan it. Alright. Think of your bells as the things you do best. Things tucked away in your own treasure chest. When you ring a bell, your heart whistles to it. It's guaranteed every time you do it. A splendid arrangement, but here is the thing. She's fixing an alley. That's what I call elephants. I love elephants. What's your favorite animal out there? Mine is Ellie's. And you can give them crazy nicknames just like me, because we're all different and we all say things differently. It takes some practice to make those bells ring. Just like an instrument. If you want to be a musician, it's going to take you time to learn how to sing and play instruments, right? If you want to be an artist, it's going to take you time to learn how to draw. So everything takes time. You're never just going to start out and nail it. That is make-believe, my friends. There's lots of advice on the library shelf, like you're an original. Just be yourself. Really, it isn't so easy to do. You have to learn what it means to be you. So you need to try a lot of stuff before you figure out what your bell is and how it rings. Sometimes you don't know what you want to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was an old fart. It happens sometimes. This page is just the branch, by the way. You'll try some things on that simply don't fit. Don't be discouraged. That's all part of it. Like this kid. I thought I wanted to do magic, but turns out I don't really like magic. That's what happens. You go to do something like, oh, that's really cool. I want to try that. And you try it, and you're like, you know what? I don't really like that. Don't get sad. But that's just part of it. You got to try a bunch of stuff till you find what rings your bell. And sometimes someone will give you the feeling that his bells and whistles are much more appealing. Look look this way, talk this way, be just like me. That's monkey business. Don't eat from that tree. Exactly. Don't be like anybody else. Just because they look like they're having fun and they have it all together doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to do. When you find your thing, that's what you'll look like. So don't copy other people. Don't try to be like other people. Be you. There's only one you, kids, and no one else like you. Sooner or later, if you keep trying, you'll try on something that's so satisfying. Your heart will start whistling, and pow, bada bing! There's my cute little girl on the cover. Her bell's ringing. She's figured out what she wants to do. I think she wants to train seals. Ring-a-ding! Oh, she found her thing too. She wants to be an artist. And she's painting wildlife. She wants to go out in nature and paint. That's her thing. Ring-a-ding! She wants to be a ballerina and dance like a kangaroo. That's her bell. Ring-a-ding! Oh, this one wants to be in the circus and ride a no-handled bike. That's pretty hard. I tried it and I fell. I cut my chin. It was pretty funny. And who knows the bells that are planted in you? Maybe 19 or 102. Before you were born, you were fitted and packed with all kinds of wonderful. That is a fact. Yes, you could be good at more than one thing. You could be good at 102 things. And you were born, made special, just to be you. So don't try to fit in anyone's box. Be yourself. Find what bell you want to ring. What do you like to do? And remember, you're going to try some stuff that you find out you don't really like in the end. That happens. Put your hands on your hips and make them both swing. What did I tell you? You made a bell ring. Make your bell ring. Ding, ding. Dance to your own beat, kids. Be crazy if you want. Be silly if you want. Be serious if you want. Whatever makes you feel good. Okay? Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and there's no telling the bells you will uncover. And can you guess what they'll add up to? Okay, have you ever heard that saying, when pigs fly? Pigs really do fly. Look at that pig. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. Well, your parents until you're 18. The amazing, astonishing story of you. Exactly. You're going to grow up, and even before you're grown up, you're going to be ringing your bell, tooting your horn, and it's going to make music on this earth that wouldn't be here without you. You are special. You are unique in your own way. You're never going to be like anybody else, and that's okay. One morning you'll wake up to find you are grown, and the bells that you've rung and the whistles you've blown will say to the world that the story you told was clever and brave and daring and bold. And I'll be prouder than words can tell of every chapter and every bell. That's you as a child, and you grown up as an adult. You're going to be so thankful you marched to the beat of your own drum, and you whistled and blew your own horn, and you did your own thing, and you were authentic. You don't know what the word authentic is? Look it up, Google it. Google, what does authentic mean? Authentic. It means unlike anybody else, your own person. You gotta ring your own bells, but remember, it takes time. At the end of the day, the only thing you need to know is you are loved. Okay? You can do anything in this world, and you just gotta figure out what makes your heart feel good. What you are happy doing. That's how you know your bell's ringing. If it's drawing, if it's singing, if it's acting, if it's dancing, if it's being a comedian, making people laugh, if it's being a doctor or a nurse or working at the grocery store, whatever makes you happy. That's your bell ringing. Don't be like anybody else. Be you, because you know what? You're awesome. You're very awesome, and you'll always be awesome, even when you mess up, even when you make a boo-boo, even when you fail. Everybody fails. Everybody does. Lots of times. You only get it right a small amount of time. Don't grow up being scared of failure. It's just a part of it, of learning what your bells are. Okay? Love and light out there, kids. Remember, ring those bells. Be proud of who you are. We love you out there. You got this.